So this is our revolution?
Yeah, this is our revolution.
Zed, you and Allison taught us a lot in Zombies. You taught us that no one should be kept isolated for who they are or what happened before they were born.
A lot has changed since they built the barrier 50 years ago.
You also taught us, and all of Seabrook, that keeping people separate is wrong. And you taught Addison how important it is to be yourself. Hey, all those lessons remind us of another Disney Channel movie.
I've learned that you can't live in fear.
Fans are quick to point out the similarities between Zombies and Descendants. But these franchises are even more connected than you thought. Keep watching for 5 secret connections between Zombies 2 and Descendants 3. A World of Isolation. In Descendants 3, the world is still pretty isolated. Even though Mal and the Core 4 have proven that VKs aren't all bad, the barrier is still up. They were only letting in 4 more VKs instead of all of them.
We're going home!
In Zombies 2, things are still isolated as well. The zombies still live in Zombie Town, even though they can come and go to Seabrook as they please. From what we can tell, these werewolves haven't been allowed in before. Where have they been? Is there a werewolf town? It's pretty weird that both of these worlds have so much segregation, even though they're modern.
The only reason they should be opening that barrier is for putting Uma back in.
It's things like this that suggest they're occurring in the same universe. Apparently, in this universe, segregation is a totally normal thing. People are only just beginning to question it.
Zombies are students at Seabrook too, Bucky.
We sure hope that Seabrook learns to accept the werewolves and let everyone in. Oridon certainly did in Descendants 3. Who's really evil? In Descendants, everyone thinks that all the children of villains are evil, but by the 3rd movie, most people have gotten over that. But there are still people who think the barrier should stay closed. Audrey, her grandmother Leah, and Chad are still low-key against the VKs.
You'd really rather have a VK on the throne than me?
In Zombies 2, there are still going to be plenty of people who are skeptical about zombies. The town has grouped zombies and monsters together for over 50 years. That sort of mindset doesn't go away overnight, and now werewolves are coming. Seabrook is so new at acceptance.
Bucky, things can change.
Lots of people are going to think these werewolves are evil monsters. And some of these biases might come from zombies. We can see lots of issues popping up between Zed, Eliza, and the others. Does Seabrook have room for more supernatural people? We hope they learn the same lesson Oridon did. Picture perfect. There's one compelling fact that makes us think Oridon and Seabrook exist in the same universe, and that is how picture-perfect life seemed before the outsiders arrived.
It's so good to finally meet you all.
Let's look at the similarities. In Oridon, everything is green and bright. It always seems to be sunny. Everyone wears pastels or bright colors. In Seabrook, everyone has perfectly manicured houses and lawns. The only people who don't wear pastel colors are the zombie patrol guards. This is what is seen as normal and good in both worlds. Anyone wearing dark colors is seen as bad, and the Isle of the Lost and Zombie Town have a lot of similarities in their decor. But that's not how the real world works at all. It's really strange that both of these places have the same definition of normal.
People here hate anything that's different.
Seabrook may just be some lost town thousands of miles away from Oridon. Outsiders save the day. Mal saves the day once again in Descendants 3. She's the only one who can stop Audrey, and this time she doesn't have EVJ or Carlos's help. They were turned to stone moments before the battle. She did get help from Uma, and Uma is even more of an outsider than Mal.
We're stronger together. Stronger together. I'm right here, Mal.
In Zombies, Addison felt like an outcast, but still managed to convince Seabrook to accept zombies. And then the zombies saved the cheer competition thanks to Zoe. This finally turns everyone onto the zombie side.
We brought everyone together, and we threw an awesome block party.
Zombies 2 has a new group of outsiders, and the werewolves could potentially help save the day. We're pretty sure that Addison is going to be the one leading the change. The werewolves will help Addison change the minds of the zombies and the humans. This is going to be great for everyone. It's cool how people who never fit in find their place by making waves. Addison and Mal have a lot in common. Fight for what's right. Both Descendants 3 and Zombies 2 are all about fighting for what's right, and we mean that people are going to be literally fighting. There's a lot of disagreement in Descendants 3. Mal decides to close the barrier permanently.
and the barrier will be closed for good.
She lies to her best friends, and they're so angry when they find out. But Mal didn't want to mess up the life she had found in Oregon. Addison and Zed disagree about the werewolves in Zombies 2. The main theory is that Zed is going to be the one who doesn't accept them. He has found a pretty good life in Seabrook, and Zed is going to be worried about messing up the newfound acceptance for zombies. And while we understand his worries, Addison is probably going to be pushing for acceptance. She was the first person in all of Seabrook to accept the zombies.
I meant, welcome to the cafeteria.
She'll definitely be that person again for the werewolves. When Mal realized that she was wrong in Descendants 3, the barrier came down and her people were finally encouraged to live as one. Seabrook and Oregon are super connected. What theories do you have about these two places? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more awesome videos. We'll see you next time on The Things.